Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab, and guess what? We at the end of the book. It says, but before we go, we're gonna give you. He's gonna give a message to the world. I'm gonna break it down for you as best I could on the exit. Let's go. Radism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories. For life, I give you life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. You know what we do. Let's go. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get it together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. So you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and always to my yacht be true. Right thinkers, I got this book a month ago. I loved it. Okay, I went through it. I'm at the end, last page. We about to wrap it up. And I'm waiting for another one in the mail. I'm gonna add this guy to my library. His name is Harry B. Joseph, my new best author. I've enjoyed the book. It's a good read. It's a good teaching tool. I gotta get some more. So let's get this lesson going. P. Funk's philosophy today is on my message to the world. It's a powerful message. This is a strong message. So let me give it to you right quick. I'm taking it on home. Dear reader, heed my words of wisdom, and that's what this book is full of. O radiant soul, you are not solely of earthly origin. Pay attention. Though earthly, you're not earthly origin. Though earthly in essence, within the chambers of your body lies an infinite, what we call cosmic spark of light. Your pineal gland sits in the middle between the both hemispheres of your brain in total darkness. It emanates light. That's what they're talking about. I want to interject that one in. I've been trying to get you to understand that's the spark that we talk about. Do not confuse yourself with the darkness, aka ignorance, of being in this physical form, meaning the body. You're not just your body. Ignorant people think this is all they are and who they are due to what? Their ignorance of their spiritual knowledge of who they really are. So, your true light radiates through the shadows of your body, and it poses the question, if this is my body, then who am I? What's inside the body? That's God. And you seek and you shall find. Remember, seek and you shall find. But that didn't mean sneak around on your other mate and don't let what you find blow your mind. No, when you seeking God, when you find him, it's going to blow your mind in a good way. Okay, so that's okay. But seek it. Seek it. That means go after. That means get on the high horse. Get up your butt and do something. Do not, again, do not identify yourself with the body. Why? Because the light, the spirit, the soul that's inside the body, if you do, then your mind will never be free. That's the ego self identifying with what? Itself, the body. Man And George told us this 50 years ago, free the mind and your ass will follow. The mind, if it's in bondage, if it's ignorant of itself, it can't free itself. The mind, and without a mind, creation would cease to exist. God is spirit and consciousness. Function, spirit, mind, think, conscious, all knowing. This is what God is. In human form, we take that and put it into a physical body and we use it to what? To get our identity back of who we are, which is God. But if we think we're human, we're spiritual beings or divine spirit beings having a human experience. For the purpose of what? Just to come here? No. Okay, come here to recognize who you are, remember who you are. So wait, you can go home. This is the recycling bin. This is human. Y'all got to come here to go there. And if you can't make it here, you're gonna keep coming back. That's the concept of reincarnation. So let me get this lesson out. So again, you willingly submit to those in position of power, aka the powers that be. When you what? By surrendering to the confines of this physical form. This is hell. I just told you about that. This is Saturn. This physical world, time and space is controlled by the devil. Physical master concept, where everybody gets what they want here. That's why he wants you to stay here. In the end, to show you. But watch this. The physical form. And by acknowledging the authority of what we call birth certificates. That's a scam that's been going on for a long time. I've been hearing about this for the last 50 years. Man, everybody is born, they get X amount of money, you got a name, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It's some truth. There's some truth to that, because they keep showing you, they got a birth certificate here, they're showing. This is a birth certificate. I got one, and mine is wrong. Mine ain't accurate. So again, that ain't I don't give a crap about that. That's my father. My birth certificate says my father Joseph. Right. That ain't my father. Okay, and so this birth certificate don't really hold much water. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, everything you said is gonna play out right here. I get all that, but that had no bearing to me. Got a damn thing to do it. Ain't nothing I can do about that. Okay, I hear God, man, I'm cashing it. I got the number. That I did. I've been trying for years, and nobody got a dime yet. So have at it. I'm moving on. But when you become a willing participant, when you give it to the powers that be, and what happens? Your birth certificate is what they call collateral for America. They show you this. But this submission, be it unconditional or unwillingly, it stems back from what? Lack of comprehension and understanding regarding what? Your true nature, your true self. If you believe you're human, then that's what you're going to go with. And if we knew we were divine spiritual being, we don't need no damn birth certificates, no stinking birth certificates. That's human, man. That's, again, a lot of stuff we do human and manly, and God like ordained it. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Stop the nonsense. Again, so that's what they're telling you. But when you have, what we have it is an eternal being of light. That spark, that's the pineal gland. Okay. And when birth certificates would lose their grip if what? If we all identify ourselves with what? Being spiritual beings rather than earthly human beings. Well, we here on earth, you can't deny that. But the essence of who we are is spiritual beings. That's what they keep you ignorant of. So if we knew that, this all would fall apart. The belief system is only based, the matrix is only go because the people who don't know. If enough people figure out, you'll crash it, okay? You will break it and it won't exist. But right now, this keep y'all in fear, false evidence appearing real, and y'all scared of everything but your damn shadow. But here on Earth has transformed into a realm that what? That constantly incarnates your mind and your soul. Why? Through the body, which is going to die. They want to keep you enslaved, ignorant, so the spirit got to keep coming back, reincarnating. Okay, but your consciousness dies with the body. That's called a dying twice. The Egyptians knew that. They don't tell you that part either. The consciousness dies. The idea of knowing thyself is when you become conscious of who you are. Heart, mind, coherence become one with God. That's who you know and who you are. So when the physical body dies, you got access to what? Go back home. You can't get there here in this thing got to go. When you get home, everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. And dying ain't dying for real. That's the part that the ignorant people can't get by. Man, when I die, that's it. Yeah, for you probably, if you're ignorant, that's the fate that you're going to have. Your spirit will come back. Your consciousness won't. He's gone forever. Why you say that? He didn't get enlightened. He died, and his consciousness died with his physical body. That's why you can pray. I talk to him every day. He ain't going to ever talk back. I know that. I know that. Oh, no, of course, again, don't be smart one minute and dumb the next. If I know he didn't cross over, his consciousness was dissolved, okay, because his spirit kept going without him, that's when he died with the physical body. That's what I'm trying to say. Consciousness. With my knowledge of self, when this physical body dies, Mark P. Funk Wright will be going Mark P. Funk Wright for eternity. How about that? Because I will be conscious of who I am. I did that in the earthly body. That's how it's done. If not, you're going to reincarnate. And you sign on for that every time you go through life, enjoying this material stuff, physical pleasures. And yeah, at the end, you lose. And the devil went, why? He got another new spirit, another new sucker. Okay? A sucker born every day. That's what they know that. Why? We're born ignorant, so that makes us suckers. That's why this thing here, this brain, the mind we got, is the most sophisticated machinery known to man, but it don't come with instructions, just instructors. Your job to get an instructor and take them and use them for what it's intended. I did. Now I'm an instructor. Why? I learned my lessons. I'm going to teach somebody else. That's how it's done. I'm just a link in the chain. All right? But when you identify your mind and soul with your soul, your body, you're serving what they call a prison cell. Your body can be a temple when it's respected and dealt with in the right manner, godly, or it can be a prison, hell, that you be encased in right here every day, and you got to suffer through it every day. Misery, suffering, and all the costs that come with that. What? Your bad decision making, your wrong living. But when you cast off these constraints of the physical body with the internal illuminous soul, which you have to enlighten with daily study and practice your spiritual disciplines, and you embark on that journey to what? Transcendental realm amongst the stars. You elevate in your consciousness to be a better person. How you do that? With spiritual knowledge. I'm a spiritual philosopher. I dispense spiritual knowledge, and it embodies wisdom, my experience that I've lived through the years. And wisdom wills what? Power. To what? Change somebody else's life. I can give you information now that if you practice will change your life. That's how I got mine. Okay? So you strive what? To acquire and obtain, to preserve it for what? The ages that follow. I just told you, I'm just a link in the chain of wisdom and knowledge that's being passed on. I'm giving it to somebody else for them to use it and they acquire it, and they can do the same. Why? I'm getting old. Simple, I know that too. But nurture your mind with what? Knowledge. Acquire positive understanding, and that you can show love and you have gained wisdom through what? The practice. That's what wisdom comes from experiences. So you practice doing the things you need to do, you will have that. Allowing love to be your alpha, and your omega. God tell you, I am the Alpha and the Omega. He's right along the same concept. He's saying, I am the beginning and I am and what? Love. This thing right here that generates love of what? Your heart. Boy. I ain't blowing my own horn, but it don't get no better than this. I know this. And this ain't even my philosophy that I practice. I understand it 100%. And guess what? I ain't got no problem with it at all. Once you embrace self-knowledge, this is what they call how you radiate the soul. You speak Makadu, you elevate your personality, and your soul, now you will eternally be able to bathe in the splendor, I call it the liquor of Maya, to what? Your 100% efforts of your own perfected causes to be what? Your best self. You are in total control of that. It's only going to be as good as you make it, and you can make it as good as you want it. When you done something for God, and He blesses you, Don't it exceed your expectations? Don't it everything he do exceeds whatever you thought? Am I correct for those who have understanding of the blessing? And that's how it's done. I didn't know what the word abundance means until I started living right. See, again, if you have experienced it, you don't really know it. Hearing about it don't do you no good. Experience it is the way to go. That's what God means for every individual. You can talk, you get blue in the face, but they got to have their own experience for themselves. I'm just trying to help you on that road. If you go to this road, you will have your opportunity to have your chance. Again, when humanity masters, Jesus wrote that it, the skill and the art of what? Being able to decipher signs and symbols. I just gave that lesson. You become a symbolist and you are able to uncover the authentic, the esoteric meaning behind the words and the terms. That's what this book did. This book broke a whole bunch of stuff down. Man, this book got a whole bunch of knowledge and information that I use to teach the lessons that I know about life from my perspective. And this is no different. It's the same thing. And I'm loving it. Why? Let me wrap it up. So the authentic means behind the word. That means you get knowledge. You obtain enlightenment. We will begin to be able to penetrate what? The veil of ignorance that has obscured our masses for generations, and to be able to finally understand what the masses that who have been ignorant for decades to become conscious, or aka enlightened to the truth about themselves. That's a hell of a bill to fill. Why? It ain't been done since our Egyptian ancestors. And nowhere else. Out of Kemet in Egypt, nobody reached that level in society that we know on record that can say that but them. I've been studying this stuff for years now. Ain't nobody come close. Moving on. Let me wrap this up with the concept here now. Your birth certificate. I've been hearing this for years. Again, those who do this work, who do their due diligence to get the information, they can state their claim from what they've been studying, what they know. Again, I ain't saying he wrong. Okay? It just ain't my thing, and I understand where he's coming from. Watch this. So, again, ain't nothing he presented to me in this book. I'm at the end. Good read, good lessons. And y'all been following along. It's been about a month. We do a book a month. That's what I'm teaching at that level. So understand that we ain't bird turning. we rolling. All right. But your birth certificate does not define you. What you mean? I just told you. That's my father. My birth certificate don't authenticate that. Why? If that birthday got on my name, the name that's on my birth certificate is not his name, so it's not authentic. Simple as that. It don't mean jack. Okay, why? It's wrong. Simple. If you got the wrong idea, you got the wrong interpretation, you can't make it right. You're wrong. It's wrong until you what? Correct it. That ain't gonna happen. So, moving on. It presents what they call the corporation that's associated with you by willingly identifying yourself with this legal seal and the name that's in all capital letters because you are part of their corporation. Watch this. I get the concept, and it makes sense. He ain't lied. But watch this, which is also your corporation's name. You are individual corporation until you die. Then you become just a corp. Watch this. And this is play on words, but it's still symbolical, and it's a technique that's been being done. You subject yourself to authorities of what? The corporation. Your name is written in full capital letters. And it is not your legal name. It is the designation of the corporation that they put you in charge of. Your body. When your physical body ceases to function, what happens? It is referred to as what? A cadaver? No, a corpse. Okay, in medical term, it's a corpse. And it emphasizes the what? Regeneration, recognition that what? You as an individual are connected to a corporation. Unbeknownst to you. That's what they said. We are hooked up with some stuff. We got no idea. I know that, but if they got mine, they got it wrong. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They ain't got no real good right stuff. But United States and United Kingdom, they're in cahoots. and have been for generations to ensure what? Money, guaranteed flow of money. Everybody born, they got more money coming in. Why? They can cover the expense with the new corporation that just keep training out. So I get the concept. But they always doing stuff to keep what? Money flowing. And we spiritual beings, but we love money. Okay. And the United Kingdom, they similar in titles are indeed what? Corporation driven. They are privately owned. What you mean? Privately owned corporation. What the hell is that? The term president is only employed within what? A business structure. I get that. I understand that. Okay. But as every company, how do I become I part? Again, unbeknownst to us, what's this? We are a company. We have bank and businesses that all have what? A president that runs it in charge of, CEO and going down the rank. Okay. But the president is not solely the leader of America. Why? Rather, they hold a position as the head of the privately owned corporation, unbeknownst to us, but it's known as what? United States. See that? And this is just information that's pertinent to anybody and everybody, but who really pays attention to it? Wrap it up with this one. And my man, he trying to deliver a message. This is his last page. All this information he gave you, we ended up here. I love that. You are an electromagnetic battery. Okay, human battery cells. Watch this. This is his concept. Subliminally, symbolically. Okay, you are an electro. We proved all that. We done been through all that, so we here now. We ain't got debate. It ain't a debate. This is a fact. I'm telling you, don't argue facts. Watch this. You are electromagnetic battery. We proved that already, which is why legal proceedings will charge you. Okay, again, watch this. Once you undergo the process of being charged, you find yourself now confined in the physical form, aka in a prison cell. That's essentially, this is the caveat right here, it's essentially a cell in this resembling a battery cell. So we little energizer bunnies that keeps what? The material world running, make the matrix keep it going around and around and around. Why? Because we keep doing the same thing over and over, reincarnating. If all of us got wise and went to hell, well, we got to keep repopulating. So they did that, though. It's going to be on cycle or infinity. Life and death is going to continue to go on. But it's going to be a continual fight. Why? Everybody got to do the same thing every time. It ain't going to stop, and it don't change. That's the beauty of it. And with that, right thinkers, that end. We did it. Okay? I'm loving this book. I'll say anybody get it. But some books, you need somebody to help you out with decipher it. Okay? I love this book of that. Just like the teacher's manual. I can break it down and have fun and teach it. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Hope you enjoyed the book. Now I got to find something else to do for y'all until my book come in. I'm waiting for the mailman. Hopefully today. But I got enough work to, I'll be all right for a minute. So I got to go off the dome. Now y'all getting straight. Y'all don't particularly like that, but it's all good. I'm gonna give it to you anyway. A lot of time, it's hard to help somebody who don't know they're sick. So me helping those who don't know they're sick, it's a little rough happening. I'm gonna keep on force feed you. Don't worry about it. I ain't giving up on you. I got you. And in closing, may y'all live to be 100 right thinkers. Me 100 minus a day, so I'm living with my right thinkers who understand the message to the world and passed away. I'll be back with some more information shortly.